Oh, Berg, just constantly complaining. Berg, if you want to buy out your bet for $14 right now, feel free to do so. Welcome, Nick. Welcome, Berg. Berg, I will give you a shout out. The podcast was very good. I think it was potentially better than Fantasy PD, so I hope you keep going. Happy to see that people are following in our footsteps. A lot of movement in the chat right now. Oh, we've got three. Wonder who else joined us. Let's get over to the transaction center. Oh, I didn't notice this, but Baby Don't Hurts Me No More dropped Evan Ingram after he came on the podcast no more than 1 week ago and talked about how good Evan Ingram is. Good to see Kadarius Toney and Rondale Moore off your roster, Harlan. Oh, Sasha, good to see you. There were a couple trades last week, Sasha. I sent Nick Mac Hollins an 8 fab for Allen Robinson. I traded last week. I also bought Dawson Knox for 5 fab from Nick, so I'm just taking all the players that he doesn't want. Outside of that, did we have any other trades? I'm trying to think. There haven't been any earth-shattering trades as of late. All right, 11 o'clock on the hour. Let's take a look here. All right, things went through. So, number one, we have. All right, Harlan's Hogs added Kadarius Toney back for $0. So, big brain move, some might call it, to go from dropping him to adding him back the very next day. Will Disley added for $2. Albert, I'm not even gonna oak one of them dropped. So Toy with a new tight end might be moving on from George Kittle if he's already looking at Will Disley. I know being somebody who has DK Metcalf on their team, Geno Smith is playing like an absolute dog. So you probably want to get a piece of that offense. Saints D added for $0 by the People's Champion. He dropped Giants D. Nick dropped Mac Hollins, goes back into the Buffalo Welt for Isaiah McKenzie for $2. We have wow, okay. We've got Derek Carr added for $3. That's not the wow, okay one. Harlan's Hogs added Jags D for $5. Dropped Steelers D. I am happy to not have to play against Steelers D. You know how I feel about Steelers D. Baby Don't Hurt Me no more. $20 for George Pickens. I actually do not think that's an overbid. But let's take a quick look. 1 second. How do I get to free agent offers reports? I haven't refreshed it. There we go. Jared Goff added for $5 by Harlan's Hogs. Michael Gallup added for $7 by I Luck It Raw. Dropped Julio Jones. Toy with My Balls added Mark Ingram. And also dropped Mark Ingram, sorry, and added Corey Davis for $8. I think this might be a record for how many Jets players are rostered. I mean, there are 3 Jets wide receivers currently on rosters around the league, and everyone's a big believer. Mike Boone, by Baby Don't Hurts Me No More, added Mike Boone for 25 fab. We will get to that fab in a second, and then Trevor Lawrence $3 dropped Carson Wentz. So Matt Nix spent 45 fab. Mike Boone, I don't know where he falls on the depth chart. I'm not sure if Matt Nick is in tune that they also signed Latavius Murray along with already having Melvin Gordon. So did he buy a third string running back for $25? Maybe, maybe not. Mark Ingram is back on waivers, so there's a clear number 2 in New Orleans. Let's take a look here. Offers report. So $25. George Pickens, $20. George Pickens, $10 by Nick. Did not get him. Allergic to TDs, who does have some running back issues with Cordero Patterson going to IR. Did not get Mike Boone for $13. George Pickens, another $7. Did not get him. Harlan bid $5. Mike Boone, Harland did not. Oh wait, Broncos D. That was just elsewhere. Let's take a look. Isaiah McKenzie was not added by I Like It Raw. Derek Carr was not added. Wow, Harlan's Hogs also went for Derek Carr there and Corey Davis. Would have been nice to see Harlan's Hogs have. Oh wait, no, you traded away Garrett Wilson last week. Never mind on that. And let's just take a quick update looking at our fab here. So, 1 second. I'm very much just curious in how much fab Matthew Nicholas has. Oh, Sasha might be going to the Jets game in Denver. Let's see, playoff percentage. Let's go to Baby Don't Hurts Me, space, comma, no more. All right, Matt Nick, we haven't even hit week 5 games, and Matt Nick has $25 of fab left. So what we have left is Matt Nick at the bottom with 25, then Harlan. Oh, wait, nope. Chris has $42 in fab left. Harlan has $54 in fab left. The People's Champion at 65. Oh, wait, nope. Toy with My Balls has 56. And the People's Champion, 65. Then we have I Like It Raw at 72. Myself at 78. We have the Milkman at 84. Thank you for starting Houston D last week and not spending any of that fab on another defense. That was very helpful. Dobbs and Dobby has 85. Just Here to Beat Dan has 87. Then we have Herbert's Heroes and Allergic to TDs at 92. Allergic to TDs is very liable to bid $40 next week or maybe even tomorrow as we see Kadarius Toney back on waivers. So we know how much he likes to overspend for that player. So that being said, what are your biggest to all 5 of you in the chat? Yes, Matthew Nicholas, you were successful. You bid $20 for George Pickens. You bid $25 for Boone, I believe it was. I don't know if you know. Did you look at the Broncos also signing Latavius Murray this week? Boone might be third on the depth chart there. Not quite sure if you saw that, but Pickens, yes, good move, Matt. Good to see some players that can actually walk on your team. But hey, Mark Ingram is now the clear running back, number 2 in New Orleans. So could get spicy on the waiver tomorrow. All right, you did. So you are excited to have a third string running back out of Denver. That is awesome. I'm excited for you. And you have $25 of fab left if you weren't on at that point. So what is your hit and miss of the week, chat? Let's hear. Daniel Boone is going to be a stud. So what is your chat? Let's get a little bit active here. What's your best move of the week and what's your worst move of the week? You know how I feel about Andy Berg's takes on fantasy football. Boone, miss of the week. All right, now Nick. Jags, big overpay. Worst is Boone. Okay. 2 votes for Boone. Sorry, Matthew. Hit of the week is Trevor Lawrence for Chris. Who's logged in on the Fantasy PD? Hey, Dan. Welcome. Thank you for saving the children. That is the third string running back in Denver right now that Matt Nick paid 25 fab for. Which, fun fact, is also how much fab Matt Nick has left. So he can buy him twice and have no fab left. All right. What we've had Nick. Anybody else? Hit and miss of the week. Jake McManus, hit and miss of the week. Dan, hit and miss of the week. Sasha, hit and miss of the week as a resident fan of the friend of the Madison. Is Washington? Yes. Washington rookie running back. There's so Ryan Robinson has been rostered since I think Chris took him in the third round of our draft. Got a call from Chris 2 days before the season started. Very sad that Brian Robinson got shot. So he also just lost Javonte Williams. So he's had a torn ACL, a torn LCL, and a running back get shot on his team. So he might win the biggest carnage on his team thus far. Mrs. Boone, Gallup for 7 feels like an overpay. 2 catches this week. Kind of like that. I want people, how many weeks till Boone is back on waivers? 1 week. Could it be now that he sees that Ingram is the lead back in 20 less than 1 day? Now that he sees that Ingram's the lead back in New Orleans, could it be a day? Is Dan still confident he'll win the Packers-Jets win difference bet? Looks like he is. Didn't want Cole to scoop him up. Wait, who took back Tony again? Did Bird drop him and then just put him back on his team? Is that what happened? Okay, thank you. Giants rookie wide receiver. I'm gonna need a name there. I have not followed ever since Sterling Shepard tore his ACL 2 weeks ago. Big work ethic guy. We're losing viewers quickly. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We will see you next week as waivers drop at about the exact same time. So, thoughts on the new pod? I thought the new podcast was great. I actually really liked the format. I liked the length. Interesting to see two guys start giving their takes as soon as they both fall to 1 and 3. I think it's a fantastic podcast. Actually, takes you can give or take on those takes there. Take it or leave it. But Berg, I was very much impressed with the whole format. I know that you've been texting me all of your feedback, and I don't have your brain, so I'm happy that you just went out and did it. So I would like to see you guys continue to have a second podcast and do it week to week. But we'll see if we'll see if you have the work ethic to do so. But I would like to see it. Hey, thank you. There's Will, right there. All right, take care. Oh gosh, that is a good take, Dan. That is a really, really good take.